Love is beautiful, powerful, and transformative, but it's not invincible. If you've ever found yourself asking, why did it all fall apart? You're not alone. Most relationships don't end because of one big mistake. They crumble slowly, from a series of overlooked habits, unspoken words, and misunderstood actions. Today, we're diving into the real reason love fails, and more importantly, how to protect your relationship from falling into the same trap. But before we dive deep, if you believe in building lasting love and meaningful connection, take a second to subscribe to Purely Love. We're here to help your relationship thrive every step of the way. Now let's get into it. One of the most common, yet rarely talked about, reasons love fails is emotional neglect. Not the dramatic kind, but the subtle, daily disconnection. When partners stop paying attention to each other's inner world, when they stop asking, "How are you, really?" the relationship slowly loses its heartbeat. Love doesn't die overnight. It starves in silence. One missed check-in, one avoided conflict, one forgotten hug at a time. If you're not growing closer, you're drifting apart. And that drift, it's dangerous. Another reason love crumbles is the unrealistic expectation that love should always feel easy. We've been sold this idea through movies, songs, and social media, that if you're with the right person, everything should flow effortlessly. But real love takes effort. It takes showing up when it's uncomfortable, listening when you'd rather defend, and giving even when your ego says, hold back. When couples stop working on the relationship because they think love should just work, that's when cracks start forming. Let's talk about communication, or more specifically, the lack of it. So many relationships end not because love is gone, but because people stopped feeling heard, understood, or safe enough to express their truth. When you constantly feel like you have to hide parts of yourself to keep the peace, resentment begins to build. And resentment is like rust. Once it sets in, it slowly eats away at the foundation. Healthy love allows space for honesty, even the messy kind. If your partner doesn't know how you're hurting, how can they help you heal? Now, I want you to really think about this next one. Unhealed wounds. So many of us bring past pain into present love. Childhood trauma, betrayal from an ex, feelings of inadequacy, they don't disappear when we fall in love. If anything, love brings them to the surface. When we haven't done the inner work, we project our fears onto our partner. We assume they'll leave. We expect rejection. We push them away just to feel in control. But control isn't connection, and fear isn't love. To build a relationship that lasts, both people have to be committed to healing, together and individually. Hey, if this is resonating with you so far, pause for a second and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really supports the channel and helps us reach more hearts that need these reminders. Now, let's continue. Another silent killer of love? Complacency. Early in relationships, we put in effort. We plan dates, send cute texts, dress up, say thank you. But over time, some couples fall into the trap of assuming love is guaranteed. They stop nurturing the bond. But love, like a plant, needs consistent care, appreciation, play, curiosity. Without it, it wilts. One of the best ways to keep love alive is to treat your partner like you're still trying to win them. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Let's not forget unmet needs. Everyone has emotional needs. To feel seen, valued, respected, loved. When those needs aren't met, or even acknowledged, frustration grows. And when people feel consistently unfulfilled, they either shut down or seek connection elsewhere. The tragedy is, many times the other partner doesn't even realize something's wrong until it's too late. Don't assume your partner is just fine. Ask them, check in often, and be willing to adjust, not because you're wrong, but because you care. And finally, perhaps the biggest reason love fails is fear of vulnerability. Real love requires us to be open, to share our fears, our shame, our dreams, our desires. But that level of openness feels risky. So we armor up. We hide. We pretend we're okay. We push love away just to protect ourselves from potential pain. But here's the truth. Love can't grow where walls exist. If you want deep, lasting connection, you have to be willing to be seen, all of you. even the parts you think are unlovable. So what's the solution? It's simple but not always easy. Prioritize emotional connection every single day. Choose your partner, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Communicate openly, love actively, and never stop growing together. Love that lasts isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about facing it, hand in hand. It's about knowing that even when things get tough, you're on the same team. Take time to understand your partner's needs, and your own. Practice self-awareness. Check your ego. Apologize when needed. Celebrate the small things. Keep the spark alive not through grand gestures, but through daily intentionality. That's the secret. That's what separates relationships that fade from the ones that flourish. And if you're watching this thinking, we've already made some of these mistakes, don't panic. Awareness is the first step to change. It's never too late to rebuild, reconnect, and recommit. Love can be repaired. Trust can be earned again. And hearts can heal. But only if both people are willing to show up, fully and consistently. If you found value in this video, make sure to like it, share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe to Purely Love for weekly insights that strengthen your heart and your relationship. You deserve a love that doesn't just survive, but thrives. So don't let it fail because of what you didn't know or didn't do. Choose differently. Love boldly. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present, being real, and loving intentionally. Thank you for watching.